welcome to 49ers in 5, your daily update on everything happening with the team that you need to know. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. Today is Monday, December 11th, 2023. Here's what's happening with your San Francisco 49ers.
Purdy going to throw it on the sideline. Kittle's got it. The flag is down. 10, 5, touchdown! San Francisco!
That's how it sounded on KNBR as the 49ers got their fifth straight win over the Seattle Seahawks, 28-16. It's actually 11 straight for the 49ers against the NFC West, and everybody ate well in this one, starting with Brock Purdy, a career-high 368 yards, 2 touchdowns in the game, and then everybody else just piling on. Deebo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle combined for 505 total yards of offense in the game. It's actually the most yards the Niners have put up this season as a team. Pretty good offensively for San Francisco. Here's Kyle Shanahan after the game.
I thought there were some things that were a little sloppy. We're just a little inconsistent throughout the day, but guys made a ton of plays, got enough points. The 2 turnovers the defense caused were huge. It wasn't the perfect football by any means, but our only goal is to get a win, and we found a way to do it.
It wasn't perfect for the 49ers, which almost makes their performance that much more impressive. They had 2 turnovers on offense, but it was a nice win by a team that was coming off a very emotional game against the Eagles a week ago. Kyle Shanahan told the Fox broadcast crew the Niners were, quote, emotionally exhausted. So for them to come out in this one in that state and still be able to win by multiple scores is pretty damn impressive. I mentioned Brock Purdy's numbers. He had a 54-yard completion for a touchdown to Deebo Samuel. Listen to how Brock knew he was going to be able to get the ball over the head of Jamal Adams.
He didn't come down like really, really hard, but I sort of saw his feet, like coming down. He was sort of flat-footed, and I was like, all right, with Deebo moving, I was like, we can get over the top here. And so took my drop. He wasn't necessarily like the number one guy in the read. It was actually Juwan. But the way Jamal Adams came down, I was like, this could be a big one. So let it rip and let Deebo get under it.
Lest we forget, he's only 23 years old. He hasn't even been a starter for 2 years yet. And for him to be at that kind of level where he's looking at somebody's feet during a play, before a play, that is pretty damn impressive. Here's something else that's pretty damn impressive. Brock had a 70% completion percentage for the 7th straight game. 4 guys have done that, but only 1 guy has done it longer. That 1 guy is Joe Montana, who did it 8 straight for the 49ers in 1989. Brock has a chance to tie that record next week. And if that don't give you the warm and fuzzies in December, I don't know what will. Speaking of warm and fuzzies, thanks to the Cowboys win on Sunday Night Football, the 49ers are now the number 1 seed in the NFC. And oh, by the way, 4 up on the entire NFC West with 4 games to play. The Niners are exactly where they want to be down the stretch this season. We always give you 1 thing to read, 1 thing to watch, and 1 thing you might have missed. 1 thing to read on this Monday. My grades for this game are going to be up on our website, goldstandardniners.com. I always rewatch the game early on Monday morning and put up my grades for the week. Again, goldstandardniners.com. There'll be a link in the description of the episode. 1 thing to watch, as always, after a game, injuries. And this game had its share. Charvarius Ward went out early in the game with a groin injury. That's very dicey. Javon Hargrave pulled his hamstring, Kyle Shanahan thinks, he said. So we got to monitor him. Dre Greenlaw was banged up during the game as well. A couple others. Kyle Shanahan will have his day after conference call at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, although he does have a habit of changing that time as the day goes along on Monday. Obviously, we will keep you up to date on everything happening with the injuries. That's why you got to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, because we do this every single weekday. 1 thing you may have missed, a couple 49ers made history. 1, George Kittle has now gone over 6,000 receiving yards for his career. That's very impressive. Also, Brandon Ayuk topped the 1,000-yard receiving mark for the 2nd straight year. Kyle Shanahan was very complimentary of him after the win. That's a wrap on today's 49ers in 5. Please rate, review, and follow the Gold Standard Podcast Network. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want to become a YouTube channel member, by the way, less than $3 a month. You get custom emojis, membership badges, and priority comment response. Please and thank you. Vish is in India. He's not going to be able to do a show. So I thought I'd do something new today. I want to do a call-in show, a live call-in show with you. I will tweet out the link at GSN 49ers from my personal handle as well, at Stats on Fire. Come, join the show. We can talk, have a conversation. If you want to yell at me, great. If you want to agree with me, great. But I want to have an interactive show with you. So I hope you join me. Probably do that around 10 a.m. Pacific time. So hopefully you can be a part of that because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. We'll talk later today.